Safety is a top priority on Redstone Arsenal.
Stephanie Mills spoke to a man who uses his own experience to change others' lives.
In 1980, in Linden, New Jersey, Charlie Morecraft was an operator out at the Bayway refinery for Exxon. He'd spent 15 years on the job and felt he knew it well enough.
If you follow the procedure, it's just a pain in the neck. It was easier to take the shortcuts, and to tell you the truth, so did the other operators.
On the evening of August 8th, those shortcuts almost took his life. Alone, Morecraft went out to the refinery for a job he'd done 1,000 times before.
I went out there to do it. I took one shortcut too many. There was a chemical leak.
Morecraft watched as vapors drifted to his truck, which, against the rules, he had left running.
And it blew. And I blew with it.
Almost half his body burned. The next 5 years, he was in and out of hospitals. He also had to wear a full bodysuit made just for burn victims. And he also missed out on seeing his daughters grow up.
I would give anything to have those 5 years back with my children.
Now, years later, he goes around the country and the world teaching people to be safe, not to cut corners. He spent time on Redstone Arsenal at Redstone Test Center, or RTC, to tell them his story.
What I'm going to try to convince the people here to do is to be safe, so they'll be there for their families.
Morecraft also told them the fire didn't just put his life on hold, it devastated his family.
My mother cried herself to sleep at night for years. My father had a heart attack. Both my children wound up in therapy. One of my daughters actually died 2 years ago as a direct result of this accident.
Morecraft believes his story, the scars on his body, and the truth about his family will save others in the future.
Safety is about going home at the end of the day, kissing your spouse, hugging your kids. Safety is personal.
Stephanie Mills, WAFF 48 News.